Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to Minecraft Madness Season 2. That is a sheep, and this is Minecraft Madness. So, as you can see, I have been living in this wonderful little tent over here with all my good items and such, and I pulled an inventory full of items from there, as well as just gathering materials from this wonderful land. Now, of course, I took last week off from Minecraft Madness to settle down in the land and get everything started. So, yeah, so I could be ready for today. Now, we are going to build something amazing today. It is what we are going to be using for the rest of the season. It is our wonderful house. Now, this isn't just a normal house like last time. This is an amazing, super giant, super awesome mansion. It's going to be pretty dang fun, so hold on tight and enjoy the ride. So let's just sit that on top of there. And basically, I'm just going to do what I did with Heaven's Reach and all that good, bigger builds. What we're going to be doing is just kind of wrapping around and going throughout these layers and placing everything that needs to be added. And that should not have been that tall. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. Now, of course, I do have a fortune pick, which is going to give me a little bit more of an advantage this season, and the fact that I have diamond tools and, armor, but I didn't put my armor on today because when I crashed yesterday, if you didn't see that video about how I released the wonderful world download, then you can check that out. But I ended up crashing, which kind of sucked, and I almost had lost my world, which scared the crap out of me. But nonetheless, I ended up taking off my armor, and I need to put it back on. So yeah, and of course, for Season 2, I'm changing up a little things. Of course, I have that amazing new music for our intro, plus our different intro, which, by the way, if you guys wouldn't mind making me an intro, that would be pretty dang sweet for all you wonderful intro makers out there. That would be pretty cool if you could make me one. I would, of course, give you all the support and such. But alongside of all these wonderful changes and such, I got a new face and such. It's all wonderful and wavy and cool. It's actually a little more medieval and such, which I kind of like, and I think it looks pretty good. You guys can, of course, give me some feedback, but it's not required. Now, of course, this season is going to blow last season's mind off. It is going to be amazing. So, yeah, sit tight. We will do some sweet stuff. Now, of course, this is a huge build, so we're going to actually be splitting this into two parts, if I haven't said that already. The reason why is just the fact that I want to get this done and make it look amazing. This isn't one of those builds where it's like, yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, I'm going to be living in this thing. I want it to be the sweetest mansion you have ever laid your eyes upon. It is like going to blind the people whenever they see it. They're like, oh, it's so beautiful. And then, yeah, they explode. But not unless they're epic enough. Which everybody who subscribes to me is epic enough to look upon this wonderful architecture. So you guys should be fine. So let's just lay out this. Of course, this is going to be 2 stories tall. It wouldn't be a mansion without an extra story. And of course, I might actually end up adding a wonderful, second story, I guess. I don't know, kind of possibly think of that. Hold on. Did I miss one of these things here? No, actually, yeah, these are a little bit different. On the back of the wall, we are having three different windows. This one is going to be massive. It's going to be kind of where I'm going to be placing this staircase for next episode. So, yeah, we got to place some pretty sweet stuff there. My favorite part about my new skin is the sweet gloves that I gave it. Let's check them out. Yeah, sweet gloves. Of course, you can only see this side, but, it's basically the same side as type for the next side. Let's pull out another one of these. I hope I have enough materials. I actually went and tore down a huge amount of that nether fortress. In fact, I might need to go find a nether fortress soon. Apparently, according to something that I'd seen, apparently there's unlimited amount of them. So hopefully we won't have any problems with that. Did I add something right there? Yeah. Oh, wait. No, we didn't. There we go. So we just go along right there, right? But we did end up... Wait a second. Gotta make sure this is 100% symmetrical. Did we make this side a bit off? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that one is 1, 2, 3. Oh, that is off. That's not good. Let me go fix that really fast. Alright, after a bit of facial reconstruction, we got it all working. So, let's continue on our roundabout through making the first floor, and then we will finish the second floor, and then, add some detail. Alright, whoops-a-daisy, broken the wrong glass. Let's, pop up here, and we can finish right there. Whoa. Stopping me in my tracks. Alright, so I think it was like this, where 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, and then you add that in between, right? Right. Alright, now we can add our wonderful windows, and we're almost done with the first floor. Wow, we did this pretty dang fast. Almost in less than 6 minutes, if we can hurry this up. Yeah, I don't think we can do it in less than, 9 seconds, but yeah. Alright, let's put this right here. There we go. Yeah, except that needs to go one higher, because that is a support beam. They're very required. Alright, let's stick that right there. Alright, cool. Now, I was actually going to be using... Yeah, okay, there we go. I was actually going to be using red brick instead of nether brick, but I tried it out, and I kind of, took a look at what it would have looked like. Didn't really like it, so yeah, we're sticking with the wonderful netherrack look. Not netherrack, nether brick, and I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, feedback on that. Feedback on whatever you want to do. I love feedback. It gives me an idea of what I'm doing right, what I'm doing terribly, terribly wrong, and yeah, everything in between. So yeah, if you got anything to say about this, say it. All right, let's do that. All right. What is supposed to be going right there? Oh, there we go. Like that. Now we'll add that. And the final thing. There we go. Now we will trim this up with some stone brick. That should look pretty fine and dandy. I was going to use nether brick, but this is the divider. This is actually going to be kind of different from any kind of building that I've ever built. And instead of making them 4 high with a divider or just 3 high with no divider, and now I'm going a divider with 3 high, if that makes any sense. Probably not, because, it's my brain, and I made it up. Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, the support beams obviously go up to the, layer, the divider layer, because they're supportive on all layers. Alright, cool. So, since, it is about, maybe not halfway, well, once we get to halfway, I will say the wonderful comment question of the day, and then we will continue with our more epicness. Now, I'm probably not going to go to bed because, I don't know, I don't think beasties can quite get me up here. Okay, yes, I am. But I want to finish this trim first, and then we're going to run into my tent and hide until the morning comes. Alright, which is totally fine with me. Oh, dang it. Never mind. We're running. Oh, wait. Did I not? I didn't fill in this. Might as well take the chance now. There we go. Now we can run. Alright. I love the sweet view of the Land of Plenty all the way over on that, just across the river over there. I didn't want to move too far away because, I just kind of figured that why does it really matter? I'm going into a different biome and I'm not having anything to do with the Land of Plenty. Why not just move next to it? We are neighbors. I'm neighbors of my own city. Strange. Alright, what did I just place right there? What am I doing? Clicking too fast. Alright, so I have a feeling that this series is going to blow away any idea of any awesome series that you've ever even thought about. It is hopefully going to be really, really, really cool. But yeah, I guess it all depends on how you guys feel about the series. I can't really judge my own series because I would say it's amazing because I love making it. I don't really know how you guys enjoy viewing it, but I really enjoy making it. It is one of my favorite things to do is to record this wonderful series. That is why I don't know, I get this warm fuzzy feeling inside knowing that I don't know, I just have a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys have fun watching it and yeah, enjoying sitting back in your snuggie, if that's your thing. Alright, now we finished the first floor, meaning that we are going to add on to the comment question of the day. The comment question of the day is probably not obvious, I don't know. Actually, it's what we're going to name this wonderful manor. I want your best, most amazing ideas, just all systems a go, Just kind of think up the best ideas for names, and yeah, I'd love to see them all. Of course, I read every comment that I get, so yeah, hopefully you guys have some awesome things to say and or do and all that fun stuff. And yeah, I'm actually going to get rid of that because this is only going to be this high, so yeah, it's going to be about that big. Alright, now we'll add this and we will continue with our wonderful roundabout. The thing is like, I'm guessing that the building of this is going to be kind of, like, I don't know. It all depends, kind of cool, kind of not, I guess. It all depends on what you guys think. But, mostly right now, it's about the commentary. So let's just, I need this for building some glass panes. And don't mind if there's a bit of background noise. I don't know what is going on with my temperamental freaking computer. It thinks it's going to die every 10 seconds, so it decides to make this really loud humming noise. It actually hasn't done that. It hasn't started doing that until I started recording things. Like, even when I can play almost every game on far full screen and all that. Not far and full screen, that's only Minecraft. I can generally play all games on max settings and stuff, but this, I don't know what's with this one. I guess it just kind of gets a little bit pissed off. That's all. It's a little bit, it feels like it's being judged, yes. Don't judge the computer, judge the game. Alright, there we go. Yeah, alright, cool. Now, of course, I had a feeling that I wasn't going to run out of glass panes because I had a ton of glass when I left the Land o' Plenty. Like, seriously, I was stocking up on glass for something. Maybe I was going to build a glass tower or something. I don't know. But apparently I had a whole ton of glass that I didn't even know existed. So, yeah, I'm basically just mooching off of that. And hopefully that'll take me some places. Alright, now we can add that. Did I just, like, double squat? So I'm, like, pelvic thrusting. I'm like, yeah. Alright, now we'll get back on with, we'll kind of get away from that. Alright, there we go. Let's take a look back there. Alright, okay. I just needed to make sure that I'm doing the exact same pattern for the top as the bottom. That might be bad if I get to the end and I make as big as a mistake as completely ruining that side of the wall. That actually took me quite a bit to finish, you know, like actually get it to fully function like I was making it supposed to be, kinda, yeah. So apparently, yeah, it just required a bit of effort on wondering what the heck was going on. Turns out I just kind of messed up this side when I was supposed to add a certain amount of something. You know, a certain amount of magic. You always gotta add magic to your building. Alright, now we'll add that. Actually, we are going to be adding something a little bit magic on Thursday. Oh, dang it! How am I gonna get back up? Break, of course. I don't have any ladders, and I don't want to just randomly build random pillars, so we're just gonna break our way up. Now, of course, this one might be a bit longer than you guys might be used to, because it's kind of a huge thing. It's my house. I need to make it amazing. Now, my last house actually took, I think, 20 minutes to make. I'm actually probably going to be able to build this one in the same amount of time because, I mean, throughout this, I grow with the series because, I mean, of course, I love to build and I love to do anything that has to do with building and all that fun stuff. But, I always, like, will slowly get better at, like, okay, so I like what this looks like with this and all that stuff. So I grow as this grows. So, yeah, and of course, I always grow, I you know, pretty much live off of your guys' support. So, yeah, if you guys can... What am I doing? Did I just do that twice? Okay, I don't know what was going through my mind at that point, but it was probably not what I was supposed to be doing. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now I'm getting on the mindset of glass. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm pretty sure I said there we go, like at least 10 times. Alright, so, I hope you guys have wonderful names for this thing, because that is going to be the only common question for this day, mostly because, I don't know, it's kind of the only thing that I want seen. So, next episode, obviously, I can't name it twice, so there's going to be a different common question for that. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. Did I... No, I didn't. I need to put that over there. Let's run across this entire thing. Please don't fall, please. Yes, there we go. Yeah. Now we're going to have to go back over. Yeah. Alright. Now let's just hop on over here and pop on what we like to call stone slabs. I'm pretty sure that's the universal name for it, but, you know, if you set your language to pirates, it probably will say something differently. By the way, if you never have seen that, if you go into the language thing on Minecraft, there is a language called pirate, and it changes every single thing you can do, pirate-related puns and such. It's pretty awesome, so if you haven't seen that, might want to check it out. Mojang probably spent, you know, at least a good hour on the pun. So, yeah. Now, let's just pop that right on here. Okay, so I hope you guys are excited for this series. I am freaking excited to, you know, just be recording this and having fun along with you guys. So, yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and hopefully you guys will give twice the amount of support as you did for the last one. And, I mean, you guys gave a whole ton of support for the last series, so, I mean, you got a pretty big burden to, you got a pretty big shoes to fill. Yeah, that's a good one. Pretty big shoes. You know, like clown shoes. Big ones. Yeah. Kinda. Okay, so, I probably should be wearing armor because I'm actually gonna be heading back, tonight, and I gotta gather a lot more materials, probably some glowstone, so I'm probably gonna be traveling to the nether, all that stuff. I did bring along one inventory full plus the hotbar full of materials from our old place, along with some stacks and stuff. And if you did download the world file, you can actually check out what was in my tent. That isn't just the one inventory full. Trust me, I actually went and grabbed a whole ton of stuff before I ended up releasing the world download. So of course, you guys have probably, like, if you haven't seen the video on me releasing this for download, you might want to check that out because, yeah, you guys get to play around on the wonderful Land of Plenty and all the worlds around it. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And on the comment for that, yes, I did have a comment question for a 2-minute video, but it was required. I wanted to know what you guys wanted to do with the Land of Plenty. I mean, there's a lot to do. I mean, there's a lot of sights to see, a lot of places to visit, and a lot of mysteries to unfold. Not really. There's actually kind of everything that I've recorded, and maybe a bit more. Yeah, you might want to check out what that bit more was. And the fact that you can point out probably every single flaw that I did throughout the series. Because, I mean, given a pretty big series like this, like, you know, I do a lot of buildings. There's probably quite a bit of flaws throughout it. Yeah, I probably should have looked for those before releasing that. Yes. I'm actually going to add a window right here. I think it would look pretty good, personally. Alright, let's just add a big old window right here so I can look out over the wonderful Land of Plenty. Now we will finish up by adding one more. Oh! I know what I was supposed to do that I didn't do. Never mind. Actually, I was going to add a trim at the bottom of this with nether brick for, you know, what we did below. Kind of didn't realize this, but Split Seconds Decisions has decided that I am not going to rebuild this entire front floor, and I'm actually just going to have this as the top, and yeah, you'll see how it looks. Hopefully it doesn't look bad. Yeah, hopefully. And I might actually end up no. Looks good. Looks good. And yeah, so hopefully this will be pretty good, and then I will add the roof, and you guys can see it on next episode, because I actually don't have the materials for that. It's going to be a pretty big roof, so yeah, you guys can see that on Thursday. That is why I wanted to make this a 2-part episode, because it's going to require quite a bit. I'm actually, in between episodes, going to be adding the wonderful floors, you know, instead of just the grass that it is right now, and then I'll add the second floor as well. And then we can get started with some sweet add-ons for this thing. So, yeah, everybody remember to have a wonderful day. Remember to like and subscribe. And remember to tell all your friends, because everything is better with friends. Trust me, it is. And, yeah, so please show all your support. Remember the comment question. And the comment question was, what are we going to name this sweet thing? And, yeah, we'll see your guys' wonderful comments. And let's just hop down here. And we'll take a look at this thing. Pretty dang sweet. It is going to look so much like it's going to look amazing once we're done, like 100% done. So yeah, remember to check that out on Thursday for when we finish this. So have a great day, guys, and I will see you guys Thursday. Later.